Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm the Obscure Angel BT, and for today what I have here is a very special game. It's called Observer. So Observer was developed by the MBoard team and it is using Unreal Engine 4. So the MBoard team was the developers behind Layers of Fear. Probably you heard about that game of being an horror game. This one continues to be an horror game, but it is a little bit different. But let's start with the settings, okay? So on this computer I'm using medium settings. I also tried the game with the high and the low settings. I also created a custom low preset that I will explain to you right away. The low settings is one of the settings that you are going to try to avoid at all the costs, because the low settings enables a 50% resolution scaling, which makes the game looking like it is running below the 720p. Nobody wants that. Okay, this is a custom preset that I didn't try it out. I mean, I didn't gather the results. But in case you are not satisfied with the frame rate in the median settings, but you want to reduce just a little bit, you kind of want to use this, just set the game to TXAA. I fully recommend it to use TXAA in this game, because FXAA leaves a lot of shaggies, and with anti-aliasing off it's horrible. TXAA might be a little bit blurred, but I'm pretty sure you are going to prefer to use it instead of the FXAA, okay? So my custom low preset looks like this, okay? TXAA, shadows on low, textures on median, and all kind of stuff on median. Okay, but anyway, I will continue what I promised. I will be using the median presets, and as you can see, I enabled MS Afterburner. We are currently getting 30 FPS, okay? So what can I tell about the performance that you can expect in this game? So the game will pretty much run at 30s. There will be an area where you investigate a crime scene, and you have pretty much of multiple VMs to investigate, a little bit like Predator. Okay, and when you enable those VMs, the frame rate really tanks a lot to 20 FPS, which is really bad. In my opinion, it doesn't get too bad because you are pretty much on the same place, or when you usually use those VMs, you pretty much don't move too much, and so it's acceptable but annoying to know that the game is running at 20s on those situations. But aside from that, the game just runs pretty much at 30s, sometimes might drop to 28 or 29, but this is not an action game, okay? But most of the time it just runs above the 30s, okay? That's the thing that you need to know. So I discovered a problem with this game, and it is a little bit weird. When I gathered the frame rate, when I made the Excel file, when I gathered the frame rate without recording to put on the description, I tried to make multiple runs, because there was a thing that was happening, and it's still happening, is that the fact that the game stutters a lot. I mean, this is a problem that usually was present on Unreal Engine 3 games, but this is Unreal Engine 4 games, and I never saw nothing like this. The game, for example, when you enter through a door, there was a massive stuttering. Sometimes the game even stops for 1 second. And curiously, in this recording, and when I was recording, there was not too much stuttering at all. It was fine. So I didn't investigate properly what was the cause. I tried with multiple drivers, I made multiple runs, I restarted the PC multiple times to try to understand what was causing the stuttering. And I didn't reach at any conclusion. But now that I'm making this video and talking to you, I really think that this is related with the borderless and the full screen. So I gathered the frame rate in the full screen mode, and in fact you can select borderless in this game, but to record I had to enable borderless, okay? So how can you do that if this isn't present on the options of the game? So I just used Alt-Tab. So as soon, not Alt-Tab, I mean Alt-Enter. So as soon as you hit Alt-Enter in the game just switches to borderless. The thing is that you might need to do this every time. So I think the game runs much better in borderless. Either that, or the game really loves to get records with AMD Radeon Relive. So let me advise you to try out and see what happens. So if you, for some reason, buy this game and start to play the game and you get a lot of stuttering in the game, press Alt-Enter and see if the game stutters less, okay? That's just a thing that you should try out. And there you go, this is the scene where the game just runs at 20s. This is what I was talking about, the investigation scenes. you pretty much get 20s. This is really annoying. I've seen 19 right now. This is really bad, and the only way to fight the possibility to go above 30s on this area, it's really with the low preset, but the low preset is just horrible. It's just internal resolution is below 720p. Just don't use it, okay? That's the thing. Okay guys, so I will shut up because I want you to see about this game, because I've been talking about technical things, graphics and performance. I didn't talk anything about the game. Observer is pretty much an order game, but not really that much. This is a game where you investigate stuff. You are kind of a police set on the cyberpunk environment, a cyberpunk that clearly resembles the way that movies imagine the future. I mean, in the 90s or in the 80s, usually the movies imagine the future like big computers, a lot of cables. I mean, they imagine the future based on the things that they had on that time. In this year, probably you imagine the future in a different way, but as you can see, the future seems a lot like the 80s or the 90s movies imagined, which is pretty cool in my opinion. It's different. And so you are a police that investigates a crime scene on, or want to investigate something you don't know about your son, and you suspect that your son is nearby in here, and you want to, but some crimes appeared like this one, and you start to investigate what the hell is happening, and suddenly you are going to find another dead guy that you're going to find in this video, and you have seen the assassin, and in order for you to investigate a little bit further, since the guy couldn't talk, you can connect yourself to the brain of other people, and that is amazing. You can see all his life in a very twitchy and sadistic way about his life. It's very strange, okay, and you can see about his life and see what the assassin have done to him, and it is really interesting. So guys, I will definitely shut up right now. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. If you want to check the frame rate without recording, it's on the description and in the end of the video. Any questions, just leave on the comment section, okay? Thank you a lot for watching, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Controlled Substance 45F, better known as feed. You'd never touch this, Glenn. So this is your apartment. Doesn't mean it's your body. You never cared about this. The hidden data storage. The encryption is too complex for my hacking tool. I'm taking it with me. Might be able to decode it later. Guess I triggered the security system. Must be a way to deactivate it. This panel's busted. The signal must have come from somewhere else. This is the bingo. There we go.
Synchrosine collected.
I've deactivated the apartment security system, leaving the crime scene. This just doesn't feel right.
There is no
You're still alive.
Remain your presence and await further instruction. Attention checkers. This is a sanctioned lockdown procedure. There is no need.
Hey, you there! Come here, quick!
What is it?
What's up with the lockdown? Is it the phage? Was there an outbreak?
Too early to tell. I'm looking into it right now.
Looking into it? Are you out of your mind? We might all be infected!
You don't know that. Best thing we can do is stay calm and...
And let them come and slaughter us? I won't let them take me. I won't!
Janitor left the door open. Of course. 2 HNs. Helena Novak, apartment 104, and Hannah Nader, apartment 106. Both on the same floor. Get out. You again? Not a good idea to sneak up on me, you know. Need to get out. Police business. I know what I'm doing.
I know what you are.
Oh, yeah?
Back during war, took one alive. Sent for one of you to get into his head.
You fought in the big one. Is that why you got all this junk in you?
Plasma sweep hit our convoy. Barreled through armor.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring back memories.
Yes. Memories.
All right, I'm heading out. Can you give me full access to the building?
Assistance. Unstable. Unlocked. what I could.
Thanks. You better stay here. There might be some very nasty people out there.
Nasty. Bad.
Look, just stay safe. You know what? I never got your name. I'm Dan.
Name? Janus. Like a Roman god. You know.
Sorry I gave you a hard time earlier. Good to meet you. Janus.
Hey, you! I can hear you out there. Help me, please.
What's wrong, sir?
Oh, I heard this awful noise. What's going on?
There's been a lockdown.
A lockdown? No. Oh, God, please, not today.
Well, what's so special about today?
I was scheduled to undergo a medical procedure. It's a private matter. I'd rather not talk about it.
Suit yourself. Sir, I'm wondering if you've seen anything suspicious lately.
I haven't seen anything in over 40 years.
Ah, that's your condition.
I really don't feel comfortable talking about it.
Fine, I won't waste your time then.
Wait, I did hear something. Quiet footsteps, deliberate, heavy breathing, angry, not hiding, hunting.
Anything else?
The smell, it seemed oddly familiar. Reminded me of my childhood.
Your childhood?
Yes, my family lived outside the city with all manner of creatures. When it would rain, the smell would be similar.
Anyone here? Chiron Corporation ID. Low-level clearance, but still valid. Jesus. Don't be afraid. I'm here to help. Who did this to you? Listen to me. The building's on lockdown. There's no way I can help you now. But I can get whoever's responsible for this if you help me find him. Don't try to talk. There's another way.
Subject approved. Commencing neural interrogation.
Hey, baby, I'm home.
Amir, is that you?
What the fuck, man? I told you not to show up during the day.
You'll rot in here. Fucking slop again.
It's called soup. Now dig in, it's not getting any better.
me out! Let me out! Fresh meat!
You look like the tank!
I need to get out. I can't take it anymore. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. I won't get out. Let me out of here. I can't take it anymore. Get out. I want to get out. I won't get out anymore. I need a fix. Give it to me. Now. Fuck yes. Finally.
Do you remember the night we met?
It's hard to forget. I've always wondered, were you scared? Of me, I mean.
No, I could see right through you. I saw that underneath all your muscles and tattoos, you were like a big wounded animal. Lost. Alone.
Hey, at least you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, I guess I did.
In sickness and in health, forsaking all others?
To have and to hold from this day forward, until death do us part.
Any regrets?
None.
Caution. Low synchronization. Administer synchrotron. Neural interrogation aborted. Subject expired during questioning. Emergency extraction procedure successful.
Yes.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to the performance section of the video. So like I told you, the game stuttered a lot when I benchmarked it. This was with a regular full screen, and so the minimum frames in all the settings are 0. You can see all the big spikes in the graphic. It's completely scary. I mean, this is an horror movie, but it wasn't supposed to scare me with those frame rates and frame times all over the place. So like I told you, can try to alt-enter the game and see if the things improve a little bit, like it happened to me. Okay, so this is the results that I had. So as you can see, with the median settings, we pretty much got an average of 41, 42, with the minimums around the 17. This is 1% low. If it was the minimum, it was 0. So the low settings, it provides a much better frame rate. The game is locked to 62 FPS. I think you should know that. And the low settings is really good in that perspective, but it is really ugly. So you might want to use a custom low, for example, or use the median. The eye might not see very difference in this graphic. You might think that, okay, so the median is very close to Y, so why not using high settings? Because I just benchmarked it since the beginning that you enter on the building until you see the guy that needs to be connected to its brain. I didn't record any of the parts on the brain of the guy, okay? And actually the parts of the brain of the guy are not very demanding, but that part where you need to follow the television thing, that sequence is really demanding on the eye settings for some reason, and the median settings provides a really big boost in performance. I discovered that in that area what causes the problem is the lens flare. If you use the lens flare on high, you lose like 13 FPS or something like that on that scenario, which is incredibly weird. So in the end, I still recommend you to use the median settings. The VRAM usage will be above the 1.5, 1.6 and close to 2 gigabytes. RAM usage was 4.5, CPU usage it was between the 50s and the 80%, and GPU usage was 99%. Obviously, when stuttered don't occur, okay? So guys, that's all that I want to talk about Observer. I'm very sorry for the long video, but I needed to record all of this in order for you to understand what this game was about. I think it was very interesting, this latest part of the game, and I'm sorry for the spoilers. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed not the rest of the video, but thank a lot for staying with me till now. Hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.